Hey guys, it's me from Jane's Kitchen, and today we're going to be making frosted sugar cookies. So let's get started. In a large mixing bowl, I have flour, and I'm going to add salt and baking soda. The salt's going to enhance the flavor of the cookies and balance out the sweetness. Then I'm going to take a whisk and whisk up all my dry ingredients to make sure they're well incorporated. I'm going to take my dry ingredients and move it to the side, and in a large mixing bowl, I'm going to add unsalted softened butter, and this is different from melted butter. This is unsalted, softened butter. Then I'm gonna add sugar, and I'm gonna cream the butter and the sugar together with a whisk we're gonna use this with a whisk to make sure we're incorporating a lot of air. After I cream together my butter and sugar, I'm gonna add an egg and make this egg had no shell. That's why I cracked it into a different bowl. Then I'm gonna whisk this egg and all my other ingredients together, and I'm gonna add sour cream. The sour cream is gonna add tanginess, but you can use heavy cream, but sour cream works best for me. Then I'm gonna add vanilla extract. Vanilla extract is gonna add a lot of flavor. You can use a bit of almond extract, but I don't really like almond extract that much. So now that I added my vanilla extract in, I'm gonna take my whisk and stir it in to make sure it's well incorporated. Then I'm gonna add my dry ingredients in slowly, maybe by thirds, just so the flour doesn't get all over the place. And as you can see, I'm gonna switch to a spatula to make this whole process easier for me. Then I'm going to take my dough out after it's mixed with the flour, and after I've mixed with the flour and everything, I'm gonna pour it out onto some cling film, then wrap it up. Uh, I'm gonna let this chill in the fridge for 1 to 3 hours. The longer you let it chill for, the better it'll be. I put mine in the fridge for about 3.5 hours, and you can put this as long as up to 24 hours if you want. I wrap my cookie dough up in cling film, and we'll move on to the next step. My cookie dough just came out of the fridge and it's been chilling, and now I'm gonna flour my working surface. I'm gonna flour my rolling pin too. Then I'm gonna take my cookie dough and work with it in small increments, so it's easier for me to roll. So I rolled out my dough, and make sure the thickness is about a 1/4 inch. You can just estimate by eye. Then I'm gonna flour my cookie cutters to make sure they don't stick. And I know it's near Halloween season, so I should have Halloween cookie cutters, but I'm using Christmas cookie cutters because I don't have any other cookie cutters. I'm gonna use a cup to make circular cookies, and if you're really skilled, you can use a knife and make your own designs. But I'm not that skilled, so I'm just gonna use cookie cutters and a cup. Then I'm gonna put my cookies onto a tray and repeat this process with all your cookie dough. Then I'm gonna preheat my oven to 300 degrees. I'm gonna Fahrenheit, and I'm gonna put my cookies in for about 8 to 12 minutes. I'm gonna slide my cookies in. As you can see, I made a lot of cookies, so I need 2 baking trays to do it. And you can use however many baking trays you want, but I just use 2 because I only use half my dough, and I'm saving my other half of my dough. Then I took my cookies out, and they've cooled, and this is how to decorate one. I just use store-bought frosting, and this is how I did it. I just use a spoon, use a knife to spread out your frosting on your cookie. Then I put some frosting in a piping bag. Oh, and pro tip, buy white frosting, and you can use food dye to color however you want. So I'm using white frosting. I put it in a piping bag to pipe out as glue, I guess. Then I'm going to take some candy corn and put it on my cookies and to make it look like eyes. And that's it. That's the end of the video. You can make these cookies however you want.